everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off with me saying a sentence that I'd never thought I'd ever say. It's a petrol head moment, just after you see a skeleton riding a dinosaur. I'm not kidding neither. So as we come round this bend over to the right hand side, you'll see a skeleton riding a dinosaur. Among a lot of other dinosaurs as well. There's the skeleton, there's the dinosaur with loads of other dinosaurs around it, and here comes the petrol head moment. Now I've got a couple of questions about this car. Is that wheel supposed to be like that, where the other wheel is straight and that one's at a funny angle? What is it is another question, and are they exempt from having front number plates? Now as we go to the rear camera now, I know that there'll be someone in the comments that will know all of them answers to them questions. And as you can see over to the left hand side, there's a skeleton riding the dinosaur. As we move on a little bit, I will show you it has got a rear number plate, which I really couldn't get any information off of it. But it does look new, the number plate that is. Now you know me and stereotyping cars. I have got a habit of doing that. We've got a left turn only lane coming up. I was convinced that that BMW was going to go straight on, but it turns its indicator on and it's going left. Now the next one that comes along, again I would have put money on this white van that's also a Mercedes that is going to go straight on. Again I was wrong as it turns left. Now this one here, another German car, a VW, I would have put money on that going straight on, but it turned left. How wrong can you be? But we did get one that did it. We did get one. As we go to the rear camera now, you can see the left turn only arrow there. Here it comes. Just because this lane was going a little bit too slow for her. And then she tries to style it out by playing with her hair. Look, yeah, have a little flick of the hair. That'll make it all better. Now in this clip, we're on the Mad Mile. As the lights go green, I get this numpty next to me. He has to be in front. Not a problem with that. I haven't got a problem with him getting in front, but it's a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. Try going somewhere near that if you're going to stay in the outside lane. He's doing around 45-50 miles an hour, but he's in the outside lane obviously. I've got a car sort of next to me, and now in a little while I want the outside lane because I'm turning right at the roundabout down here. The car next to me is quite close, to say the least. So I'm either going to have to undertake this guy or pull out in front of the other one, and you hear my reaction to the guy behind me. I'm going to use the road incorrectly. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, and I don't. If they're going to use the road incorrectly, then so can I, and pull out in front of you. But we're still looking at the guy in front who's stayed in the outside lane the whole time, hasn't overtaken a thing. Oh, fucking really? What an absolute numpty. And obviously the other option I had was to reduce my speed, let the car next to me go past and then pull out. But he had a car behind him, so I couldn't do that. So my options were very limited, because either way I was going to have to pull out in front of someone because a numpty's road management was really poor in front of me. So move over to the left, especially if you don't even want that bloody lane. Now in this clip, a lot of people disagree with me on this. I've had this on the channel a few times and it does raise a few comments. I've been a delivery driver for pretty much most of my driving life, and this is not okay with me. You see this lorry to the left hand side. It's a one-way street going the other way, so he's reversed down that street. No one can get past him, okay? No one can get past him there because the parked car's next to him. All them shops behind him cannot do any passing trade because he's parked there illegally. Okay, he is down there illegally. Now a lot of people say, well, he's got a job to do. Well, I say, so what? He's stopping any other shop that's down the road behind him there getting any passing trade because he's gone down the road and parked illegally. It's just wrong. He shouldn't be there. And to make matters worse, if you've been in this sort of industry, you go on courses with health and safety videos that show you things like this of not to do. You've got a zebra crossing, walking straight into a raised tailgate there. That tailgate is up probably about 10 inches, shin height. It's everything, the whole thing is totally wrong. Another thing that keeps coming up on the channel is learners, or the instructors, shall we say. Look at this car here. Why is that light not on, or the other one off? They're not turning. One of them should be off, or the other one should be on. Either way, I don't care, but there should never be an extra light on one side of the car. As we go to the front camera now, you'll see it go past us very slowly. I don't know why it's going past us that slowly. And you'll see, look, it's got a brake light out. Not just a brake light, it's a normal light as well, as I will show you that when we go further on. So if your car is not up to scratch, how can your driving instructing be good? Your car is not fit for purpose, so that means that you are not fit for purpose. And we wonder why driving standards are so bad when the guy's got a defective car and yet he's paying top dollar, or he's charging top dollar I should say, for someone that he's teaching probably bloody badly as well. Now, I took my driving test a very long time ago, but one of the things that the examiner did was walk around my car to make sure it was roadworthy. Do they still do that nowadays? Let us know in the comments down below if you know the answer to that one. But imagine waiting, because I've heard it's 8 months waiting list to do your driving test now. Imagine if the examiner walks around your car after waiting 8 months and says, sorry son, you can't even do your test because you've got a shit of a driving instructor that's got a faulty car. Now in this clip, it's one way going round a hospital. Not for some people. Yeah, not for Cyclist. She's probably the health and safety executive for this hospital, knowing the bloody way things are going nowadays in this country. Now in this next clip, we've obviously got that blue car to my left hand side that is lane hogging. A little bit further back, in a Mercedes, we've got one of Sadiq Khan's licensed to kill assassins who is having none of it. Now in this clip, it's time to get out the self-entitlement car wax again. You know the type of car that's do it. Look over there, there's a red light. Look underneath that red light. It's very shiny. It's a very shiny car that's just gone through that red light, isn't it? Now this crossing comes up quite a lot on this channel. It's so well marked as well. There's 4 red men on these lights alone. A countdown timer, and look at this woman here. She's looking straight at us, but still decides to walk. 4 red men on these lights, a countdown timer. She's looking straight at us, knows we're going to go, and still walks. Now in this clip, it's time to get out that self-entitlement car wax again. Someone's had a good old polish up this weekend. It does look really shiny, the car in question. It is another Range Rover. I will point him out when he comes into shot. He's over there on the left hand side. That one there, and as you can see, his car is nice and shiny. And obviously he's in the outside lane, because they don't do inside lanes, not unless they're about to undertake. They don't do inside lanes at all. We're going to go back to the roundabout now, and we'll see how he enters the roundabout first of all. He almost hits the middle of it. Not great steering there. Maybe he's got a big fuck off watch on his wrist that's stopping him turning the steering wheel maybe. So he's in the outside lane, and this road now goes into one lane, but for some reason he finds the need to get very, very close to me. But look at his car. Look how nice and shiny it is. He must have used 2 of them pots on that car. Car looks all waxy. Yeah, you've been using it, haven't you? You've been using it. It's very waxy. I mean, obviously he is too close to me. Maybe he wants to show me his personalised number plate as well as his waxed up car. He's trying every opportunity to have a little look to see if he can get past me, and there is no way past me at the moment until we come up to the next roundabout, and then he's straight past me. Now there is 3 entrances to this roundabout. One that turns left that I'm doing, there's a right one, and there's a straight on one. He's going straight on. Now look how he takes it. Remember, there is a lane to his right hand side. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get a car in that gap, do you? Just lazy driving, really lazy driving. Oh, good line that one, mate. Good line. Are you turning right then? Maybe try indicating so people know exactly where you are going. It's not hard. Now we're going to go back to that crossing, and this is everything that's wrong with how our kids are being taught how to cross a road, or not being taught by schools and parents. Look at all these kids crossing. Where are the teachers for starters? And keep looking at the lights, and under the lights there, look, they're still entering when we've got a green. Look how young them kids are, and they're entering now. They're just going to copy that for the rest of their lives. That's how they're being taught. So dangerous, so stupid, so irresponsible. Show the respect the road deserves, will you? Teach your kids that. And we come to another one here, the same thing. It's not with kids though, this is a grown-up. They see me coming, they looking at me, looking directly at me now, looking directly at me, and still walk. Doesn't look again, as though if she don't look at me, I'm not there. Again, another one that looks and still walks. She can see me there and still walks. Now, when I did my video on Rose Hill Roundabout, which is right in front of us here at the moment, I neglected to put in the highway code saying that if you are basically turning right, you should be approaching in the right-hand lane, unless road signs tell you otherwise. The road signs do no such thing. The lorry in front, it should be going straight on or turning left here. It's turning right from the left-hand lane. Totally against what the signs say, totally against what the highway codes say. So there's another thing on Rose Hill Roundabout. Now we're approaching another roundabout, just coming up to the Mad Mile here. Now coming towards us from the right hand side, there are two lanes, one that turns left and one that goes straight on. So obviously if you're in the left lane, you should be going left. The markings are there. Notice that car there? Yeah, it's an Audi. It's in the left hand lane, so it should be turning left. Should be. But no, there it is. It's turned right from the left-hand lane. Yep. Now, some of you that are regular to the channel will know that I've actually changed my camera. And I've changed to a camera that is 60 frames per second. So theoretically, I should be able to get a clearer shot of number plates from now on. I should be able to zoom in without it going too blurry to actually read it. So we'll put it to the test and zoom in here. Yep, as I suspected, it's always an Audi. I will be doing a full review on this camera in the not too distant future. And as for the always an Audi bit, that was sent to me by Ron from America, one of my subscribers from America. I think that looks pretty damn cool, to be honest. I will be using that quite a lot in my videos, I think. So a big shout out to Ron there. Thanks a lot for that, mate. Yeah. Now in this clip, it's another one of these. I'm not stopping for nothing. I'm alright with the first two, but not the third one. The third one should be waiting. The bus is indicating to pull out, but this little shit should be waiting for me, behind the bus. Now we go to the next set of traffic lights from there. We're looking at that woman to the left hand side here. This one here. She's looking straight at that red man. So what is it telling you? To stay there. Red means wait. But no. She doesn't even look to the right hand side to see if there's anything coming. She goes on a red man. Over there you'll see that white car. That's also gone for a red light over there. Have they changed what colour does what in this country without informing anyone? Because it seems to be the reversal of what it's supposed to be. Now look at this learner. Should this learner have pulled out there? No way. No way whatsoever. It could be on test. It could be on test. But look at the way it takes this bend. There's two lanes that go round this bend. I'm holding back on purpose because I can see it coming. Look at that. Pulled right across both lanes. Now I'm hoping that this was on test and it failed because it does need more training. And so does the instructor that's obviously put this guy forward to take a test if it is on test. And if it isn't on test, you are one crappy driving instructor to let it do something like this without grabbing the wheel and stopping it. But if it is on test and it's doing stuff like this, then you are still crap because you've put it forward and you've misjudged how good this student is. It's as simple as that. You've got your name on that car and you've put someone forward that's not ready. So you're crap. And speaking of crap, we've got one of Sadiq Khan's licence to kill assassins in front of us, who changed lanes. I do not know why, but it changed lanes to the outside lane. But having said that, both lanes go straight on here, but there was no reason for him to get into the outside lane. We pull up at this roundabout here, and you'll see him pull out and make the car coming from its right hand side hit the brakes hard. There you go, he hits the brakes really hard. Then he comes round here and then he just swaps lanes again, going back to the inside lane where he was. We're still on him though because he hasn't finished yet. Now as you can see, we are approaching another roundabout. I wonder if he takes this one a little bit better. There's two lanes. The left-hand lane goes left into Tesco's. The right-hand lane goes to the A217. He's going to Tesco's. Or is he? It was a big couple of arrows there saying that you've got a left turn only. And as you can see, there's only one lane here that goes straight on. But he is one of Sadiq Khan's licence to kill assassins. He's to my right-hand side as we're looking at it at the moment. And, oh, what a surprise, he doesn't turn left, he goes straight on from the left turn only lane. It would be nice to be not associated with these people shortly. It really would. Now, some of you might recognise this road. I did a crash investigation bit down here where there was a car in the hedge. And I said, what the hell's happened here? Anyone got any clues? Well, this could be the answer to this. As we come around this bend, you'll notice that there's no signs anywhere of anything. You come around here and there's a tractor coming towards us. Maybe there should be some signs up saying that you're coming down here, mate. Maybe there should be some signs up saying that you're coming down here, mate. So maybe, just maybe, the car might have gone into the hedge trying to avoid a tractor coming round the blind bend up there towards it on the wrong side of the road. Just maybe, it's a possibility because it's getting very close to that bend there with no road signs whatsoever. Now what we're looking for in this clip are the two cars in front of this van that struggle to stay in their lane for some strange reason, and some bad language from me. They can't even fucking drive in straight lines, these fuckers. Now a little bit further down the road we come to this set of lights. After the set of lights it becomes two lanes. The outside lane, lane 3, comes into our lane, lane 2. The Mercedes in front of me doesn't like to merge in turn and stops it by doing this. He's just stopped it. What's happening? Now it's not very often that I praise a trainee Audi driver in their Fiat 500, but I've got to do it here. You see it there pulling over, it's just about to park up, and I think it looks in its mirrors before opening the door to get out, and it's just as well that she did because of these two clowns. You'll notice as soon as them two idiots have gone past, the door opens. Hopefully it wasn't just a coincidence. Well done you, looking in your mirror before opening the door there. That could have been nasty. Now in this clip, I know it's a bit of a rare one, me being out in the dark. I was let out, I didn't turn into a werewolf or anything, I was let out in the dark. But what we're looking at here, we got a bus stop just over there to the left hand side. The bus is at the bus stop, letting passengers on and off. And we want to try and overtake it if we can. We can't at the moment because of oncoming traffic. We go to the rear camera now and we got a couple of girls that are having a party in their car. Luckily enough, it's only the passenger with the phone in their hand. And as we're about to overtake, we get another one of these idiots that comes round the outside. Yeah. They're driving around, or riding around, I should say, on L plates, and they haven't got a bloody clue what they're doing. You should not be overtaking something that's about to overtake something. That's just common sense. But they haven't got any common sense, have they, these guys? Now, not only have I been let out in the dark, I've been let out in the fog as well. I don't know what's going on. So, we got 3 lanes again that go into 2 straight after these traffic lights. So it's a merging turn. But unfortunately, I've got a van coming up on the outside that doesn't know how to merge in turn. Has got no idea of colour coordination, neither, with his blue van and orange stroke wheels there. Look, yeah, customise his van like that. Really? So, it should be me now. But look at him. He stops the gap, makes the gap non-existent and gets in there. That's not how merge and turn work. But look at these lights. It's foggy. He's got a customised van, so you customise a van so no one can see your fucking lights. How stupid are you? We've just seen how stupid his driving is, but how stupid is he, and his stupid colour coordination, and then you got the stupid customisation of my lights are going to disappear. You can't see me because I've customised the lights so you won't be able to see me in the dark or when it's foggy. And now he's just going to do a bit of undertaking because the guy in front of him is going too slow. I'm turning right, and then you'll see, look, his lights just go. You won't be able to see him at all. What good is customisation of lights that do that? Really good idea, really good thinking, that one. It matches your driving, mate. But I guess at least he had his lights on. Unlike this guy that we're going to come across in a second here. As you can see, it's really foggy. We're coming out to Epsom Racecourse, and you just will not be able to see it. It will be right in front of us in a second as we come around this bend here. Right in front of us is Epsom Racecourse. Yes, but you can't see a thing. We will be turning right. And there'll be a car coming towards us with no lights on. Put your lights on, idiot. Now, he wasn't the only one. When we go to the rear camera in a second, that car that was behind him didn't have his lights on. They were just driving lights. Idiot. That's the one with no lights on at all. And that one, look how close, look how quickly he disappears into the fog there with no lights. It will not drain your battery by putting your lights on, okay? It will not. Now in this clip you can see that cyclist right in front of us there with the Harry Potter invisible cloak on. Yeah, well, he thinks he's invisible anyway, but I've seen him. I can see him. When our lights go green here, we can go, and we will be able to see him a little bit further down the road. He's not invisible to us. So he's in the inside lane at the moment. He will swap lanes. Goes into the second lane, nothing wrong in that. But now he's going into oncoming traffic. He's on the complete wrong side of the road. And there's a red light there. But he's got his Harry Potter cloak on. He just rides straight through it. As we go to the rear camera now, you'll be able to see him. Give Harry Potter back his invisible cloak. It doesn't work for you. We can all see you going through red lights, you muppet. Now in this clip, it's pretty simple. We're coming to a roundabout. It's got 2 ways to go. You either go left or you go right. So if you want to turn left, you go in the left lane. You want to go right, you want to go in the right lane. But I've got an Audi in front of me. Always an Audi. Now in this clip, we're stuck in traffic. There's roadworks up in front. I'm keeping this junction clear. But the car in front, how the hell can I tell that it's using a mobile phone? It's so bloody obvious that she's using a mobile phone. See all the cars in front of her? They've all gone. I pull up and I was trying to look for it, but some idiot behind me bibbed. Then she suddenly realises, oh, they've all gone. I can go. Yeah, so there's the first one that says you're using a mobile phone. We follow this one a little bit further down the road and you'll get to see her do this. Now, it really isn't that hard to find these people. I find them all the time, as you know. I see them all the time. If there was any police on the streets, they would be able to see this driving. I mean, where is it going? Where is it going? So distracted by the phone that she's driving all over the hatch markings. If there was any police on our streets, they would be able to see this a mile away like I can and nick them, get them off our roads. But as we know, there isn't any police on our streets. Now in this clip, we're obviously on the motorway, and I know people will be saying, we'll move over when you get past this junction, move over. But in the distance there, you're not going to be able to see it on camera yet. I can see a orange flashing light on the inside lane, and as there isn't a hard shoulder on this motorway, I'm not moving over because I can't quite see it because of the fog. Incidentally, look how many people have got their lights on in this fog. Look at all the cars in front of me. Not one of them have got their bloody lights on. But over in the left hand lane, I can see flashing lights like hazards or something like that. I can't, it's too far away for me to actually see with my eyes, but I can see the lights flashing. So I'm not moving over, I'm staying in this lane, and I can see everyone else moving over. So that's why I'm staying out in this lane. I do not know why this car hasn't used that SOS little bit there to the left hand side and pulled in there, because there is a car down here driving down this road with their hazards on, driving pretty slow on this motorway, and yet you could have pulled into that bit there which got a phone and everything. So if there is something wrong with your car, you go in there, you don't keep driving. Or maybe that's new fog lights for a Peugeot, your hazards. I've got to say, out of all the car drivers that I take the piss out of, Peugeots are the most sensitive.
Shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot.
No text is worth the risk you take. Hold the wheel, don't let it shake. For the sake of a call, don't make the mistake. Focus straight, don't hit the brake. Don't use your phone while driving alone. It's dangerous, it's dangerous. You can get a fine and it will show. It's dangerous, it's dangerous.
Now I'm hoping you guys could see that, but not only was he holding his phone, he was holding his phone with both hands and resting his wrist on the steering wheel. But he was in one of the self-entitlement cars. And we got another one to our right hand side here. It's in the outside lane, obviously, because that's the lane that they choose all the time. I don't know why the other two cars in front of it are still in the outside lane, even though they're not overtaking anything. But we're looking at the Range Rover that's obviously been using the self-entitlement wax this weekend, and his eagerness to be in front. They've got to be in front, even though there are cameras all the way down this road. It's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. There he goes, he's got to get in front. So there's 3 lanes here that go into 2 again straight after the lights, but he's going to zoom off and get in front because he's got to. Just to get in front. Now you watch the idiot pull away really fastly. So he's got in front with some serious acceleration there, but because of the cameras, he can't really drive more than 40 miles an hour, so it's a pretty pointless manoeuvre. So we still got these 2 idiots on the right hand side, mind you, that are still in the outside lane, not overtaking a bean, and yet they will still be there. I don't know, I don't get the mentality of not moving over, because they're doing pretty much the same speed as me. Now we're coming to another set of traffic lights here, and the same thing happens again. This Range Rover in front of us, the self-entitlement wax boy, needs to burst off from the lights and be in front, but this time he does move over in front of them all. And to be fair to him, he does need that lane because he's turning right at the next set of traffic lights. But we still got these 2 Herberts that have not overtaken anything but will not move over. It's bizarre. So now the next set of traffic lights is the set of traffic lights that lead on to the Mad Mile. Now everyone here has the same mentality as that Range Rover back there. They all want to be in front. The only trouble is this now is a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit, and they all have to show how manly their cars are and go really fast and almost crash into each other to actually get in front of each other. It's crazy. It's like they're 12 or something. So we've gone to the rear camera just to show you the lineup of the race here. We've got two Mercedes that are pulling up over to our left hand side, and behind that we have a Porsche that will be pulling up next to me. By the way, none of them are young. None of them are young kids. They're all middle-aged men that all should know better. Now, the girl behind me, she's not interested in the race at all, obviously, in a car like that. But I think she actually starts to go to sleep. And the car to my right, or to my left-hand side as we're looking at it, wakes her up by actually pulling away quite quickly. If you watch her head, her eyes go down, like she's getting sleepy, she's being hypnotised. And the car pulling away to the left-hand side of her wakes her up. It's like, really? Now, here we go, here's the race. All undertaking and everything else just to get in front. It really is 12-year-olds have entered the tea party here, isn't it? And that car eventually moves over. Been all day and it eventually moves over. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.